Good morning. It is Monday, February 15th. I saw movement. Well, okay. So yesterday I had that nap and then I had that dream. And I'm as I was meditating today, I was, I mean, it takes a while, right, to get into that meditative state, and your mind's just going. And lately, I've just kind of held my healing stone in my heart. Just to make sure that I'm not blocking anything, because that's what I've noticed that helps with my meditation and with my connection to God is just, or source, universe, whatever you want to call it. It's really just, tapping into this and being honest and sincere with myself. Really, it's being honest with sincere, coming to God in that way, or source, universe, of like, this is where I'm at. This, like, being honest with myself as I'm coming to him, like, this is where I'm at. What do I need to know, right? Last night, okay, so it's with that dream and just yesterday, and just, processing what happened yesterday, that night of not sleeping, of getting that pull, getting the sign that I'm on the right track, not sleeping, not sleeping at all, right? Waiting for the sunrise at 6:36 a.m. to go running, which I haven't done in years. I shouldn't say in years, but in a long time. And usually when in this particular situation, the desire to go running was because the confliction in I don't even know if it's a confliction. Yeah, it is, because I was feeling angry. And again, I think it's just because I'm preparing these videos and it's still triggering stuff. So my mind is telling me something, and then my heart is telling me something else. And I'm trying to run away. That's how I started running, right? Trying to run away from my problems. And when I had that metaphor in my mind, it made running so much better. And then as I was running, I remember thinking, I just needed a release. That's what it was. I just needed some release. And running just helped. Even though, yes, initially it started off as just wanting to run away from what was going on in here. And just focus on the, some people don't like running. It's hard to do, right? And just focus on that heaviness of it and pushing through it. And then once I got to a certain point, I'm like, okay, I'm not running away from it. I just really needed a release. I'm okay with the situation, right? I think that's when I saw the little things all along the path. And then the music switched to dancing, and that's what always gets me in a good mood, dancing. So I started dancing in the street. I started dancing the rest of the way home. And I felt a lot better after that. I felt good. I felt happy. I felt okay, right? So I've been chewing on this. It's 1:11. 1:11 in terms of like an hour and 11 minutes left of what I can record on the camera. But what was I saying? Oh, I've been chewing on this concept of, damn it, I'm still stuck. I feel still stuck on this energy, on my emotions about this person. And I feel like I'm shifting, right? Emotionally, like anger and hurt, really, because her anger just, it really just masks hurt. In all cases, all cases. If you're feeling angry, it's because you're hurt. So I'm feeling hurt. I'm sitting with it. And then I feel love, like, you know, this is just like, okay, being honest with myself, right? That's all I can do, right? Can't expect it from anybody else, but I can expect it from myself. Patricia 11 said that. So, I'm like, okay, let's be honest. And then especially after that dream yesterday, that's when I'm like, okay, clearly, clearly I still have emotions. I mean, I always have emotions, but, you know, in regards to this person, in regards to this situation, even though my mind is telling me, like, I don't know this person, right? I don't know. I really don't. So we had a few days, a couple times, a couple times, you know, where the interactions, the beginning part of any relationship, right? It's always nice. And then seeing other sides of this person and realizing this person is right. I don't know him. I don't. I've only seen parts of him. And still, like, after that dream yesterday, just sitting with, like, then why do I still feel this love for this person? You know, I still feel this love. So then I'm sitting with, like, this concept of letting go or finding resolution in this love, in this situation, and realizing, okay, I need to be okay, right? This is how you resolve this. I need to be okay with the situation as it is. I need to be okay with hoping for the best. And even if that doesn't happen, I need to be okay with that it doesn't happen that way. That's okay, right? Free will, wildcard. I need to be okay with it. And I think that's the part that I was missing. I think that's the part where I was stuck on. Is really being okay, right, with things not being okay. Being okay with things not being okay. Being okay with things not turning out as I hope, but they do, right? With any situation, not necessarily pertaining to this problem, not a problem, the situation. But any interaction that I have from here on out with any person, with any entity, it's this realization that, like a job, right? I'm in the middle of, you know, trying to figure out, okay, how am I going to generate income? Right? How am I going to generate income? I don't know. I mean, do I have options? Hell yeah, I have options. Like, people are sending me options. I appreciate that so much because it, you know, I haven't actively sought it out. Mostly because I just know I can't go back to a 9-to-5. Like, that's just, my body will not do. I know my body will not allow me to go back to something that I wasn't in for so long. So if that means I'm gonna have to take on odd little jobs, that's what that means. You know, I'm okay with that. You know, if that means I'm going to have to learn something new, I'm okay with that. I love learning. If that means I don't have to use my graduate degree that I, you know, paid an arm and a leg for, that I worked really hard at, that's okay too, right? If I end up being a waitress, which that was always a thing that I'm like, I don't know if I can get people's orders right. And then my hair always falls out. So it's just like, I don't want people to have hairs in their food. But, you know, if I have to be a waitress, You know, tie that sucker up in a bun, wear a hairnet. Yeah, I'll try it out. As long as it's not the same 9 to 5 stress. I think that's what it is. It's a good friend of mine got me this once. I still have it. And when you see it, you know who you are. Dear stress, let's break up. I love this. So, as long as it's not stressful, I'm all for it. So, do I have options? Yes, I have options. Could I go back to doing the same line of work that I was doing? Yes, I can definitely go back and do that if I need to. There's a great need for that right now. I even thought of like, here at the apartment complex, I thought, you know, maybe I should just offer my services here, right? Within the community. Do it in a way where, you know, maybe cash only, you know, and have them sign a waiver that they can't sue me later. And make a list of all my bills. I was thinking that. I was like, maybe I'll make a list of all my bills, my monthly bills from now until September, which is the end of my lease. And have them check off, you know, what they're going to help me contribute to. Like, that's, you know, a bartering system. It's just like, I'll help you if you help me. So nothing more, nothing less. These are my responsibilities from now until September. You know, I'll give you a certain number of sessions for, you know, if you check off one of these boxes for me, you know. That's actually, I was leaning towards that actually a lot more. That's been in my head. You know, something where it's on my term, it's on our term. It's something mutually that we're both going into, right? Because I have the degree and I have a license. And I'm choosing, you know, I'm not making money out of it. It's an exchange of services. Because I'm really not keeping anything. Like, it's just an exchange of service. Right? I'm not making a profit. We're just helping each other function and survive. So I thought about that. I'm still trying to. It's a thought. It's definitely a post-it thought because I wrote it on a post-it so I wouldn't forget that it's an idea. It's an option. Where are they going with this? Oh, the horse was recording. So this concept, right, of finding resolution, even when you don't have all the answers, even when you don't have all the truth, and being okay with it, right? Being okay if it works, and or if it doesn't work out, right? You just wish them well. So I'm like, okay, I need to work on that, right? For myself, really. And then, I mean, that's love, right? I mean, it's like a parent, you know, who you know, they have a kiddo who is graduating high school, going off to college, right? There's an element of no longer having control over the situation. They were under your roof for so long. You monitored, you know, the ins and outs. And now this child is an adult and moving away to college where they're going to have to make certain decisions without you. And you're just having to, you know, hug them, kiss them, wish them well, you know, and however things turn out, and being okay with that, having to resolve that within yourself, right? Being okay. Visions. I hadn't had any until last night, I think, and it was not as clear, but there was definitely movement, and what I imagined when I saw that was, in terms of how I could describe it, was like this jar of water. And you just, you know, when you do this and then the water moves, that's what it looked like the swishiness of the water just moving. That was it. Just now that I finished meditating and praying, there was bright light at the top, like at the crown top, and there was like it was like light around it. Gosh, it was like and it was gold. It was like just right in the center, very clear, and it was like there was a like a connection almost to it, like it was like going up and then down. So like I don't know if it was like maybe like a download or like going up. I'm trying to remember if it was going up or down or both. Like it was just to brighten that light almost. So there was that one part, and then it shifted to kind of like yesterday where it was a lot of movement, and then it shifted and more of the movement coming from the past, like I guess it was like being balanced out almost. And then I remember it was like, I don't know if you guys remember the one where I said where it felt like the top right hand corner was like going like this, and the past, like it was like trying to pull something out. This time it was the same position of it, but it wasn't pulling out, but more so like coming, like it was just kind of like the movement was just like going like this, like from one corner to the opposite, instead of, there wasn't this sense of like this radiating first and then this coming out, like as if I'm like trying to extract something. It really was more of this like flow of it's just coming out, and moving towards that way. That's what that looked like. So it wasn't like a forced extracting. It was like this free flowing, free giving motion, release. It was just free flowing. Like something from within was just free flowing, coming out. That's what I thought. Yeah. I'm gonna do my spread right now. I wanted to record because when I do my spread, it's a lot. Like it takes a lot out of me. Yeah, it just takes a lot out of me. So I didn't want to forget what I saw, because that's happened before. I want to track. It's just, you know, personally I want to track it for myself. Because that's part of the journey, right? Yeah. That's it. Do more self-care. More self-care. It's nice. I'm starting to really like this self-care business. I stayed up cooking healthy. My meals are prepped for the week, so I'm really excited about that. Don't have to worry about what to eat. It's already there. I really liked that feeling before when I meal prepped. Just do more self-care stuff. I bought like this gel stuff for my nails, and it's like a contraption or something. I've never been one to get my nails, like I think because I always worked on stuff like arts and projects and stuff, that I just never I think the first time I ever got my nails done was, you know, on for my wedding. And even then it was like just gloss, like, because I naturally have that white tip, so it was like a natural French tip during that time. So, but I you know what, I don't like when it chips, and then it's just like, it just visually it looks off, like not balanced, and that throws me out, and I can't. But you know, since I've been relaxing, I'm not doing much, I figured I'd try something new. Mercury retrograde, still in effect, so yeah. All right, I'll keep it short. Sorry to minutes. Bye. Have a good day.
Hi, my name is Yubi, and in case you haven't figured it out, this footage is capturing my experience as I learn to navigate my personal spiritual awakening. I am learning that this experience is unique to each one of us, in whatever way we believe we are embracing living our truth. This just happens to be my journey. And despite me having a graduate degree and a license in clinical social work, this by no means is intended to replace any type of mental health advice. This is just me on a personal level, documenting my experience, shedding light on the truth that I am learning and discovering for myself, and really inviting you along for the ride. If by some magical chance you find this content to be helpful in any way, shape, or form, please click the like button, share the message, subscribe to my YouTube channel. I have an Instagram account, a personal one, and one specifically for this channel that you're more than welcome to check out. I'm an open book. I have also created t-shirt designs. I'm wearing my favorite one right now, which is the North Node design, but I have that and other things that you can look at inspired by this process and journey, and I have the link in the description box as well as in the about section of my YouTube channel. So you're more than welcome to check those items out. Any type of support is, great. Again, if you find this content really helpful or meaningful, sometimes when we take that step and be vulnerable, with showing what's inside our hearts and what's really our truth, we realize that we're much more connected than what we thought we were. And so I hope that as I'm living this experience, and that you find some type of truth for yourself, or find some type of ability to heal in some way just by relating, just by knowing that you're not alone. That really has been my goal with this process, not just being able to connect with others, but really for my own healing. It's definitely been a therapeutic experience and a very creative one for myself. So I thank you, and I wish you all the best, and we'll see what else comes next for me. So